afternoon. Today is Friday, July 12th, and we are leaving the dealership for my car, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But we have some birthdays today, because today is Garrett's birthday. That's Sue Slim's down son. So Garrett, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Garrett. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Warren, and that's Rita Boyard's grandson. So Warren, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Warren. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Terry Evans, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Terry. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And Carol Schwalke, Schwalke. So Carol, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Carol. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Liv Fuller, Love Fuller's birthday, but I don't know what her real name is, so I'm going to call her Lovey. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lovey. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you all have a great, great birthday. I have started this day off with everything not going the way I wanted it to go. Nothing was going the right way. My prescription that I was calling in for my doctor, I haven't taken it in a week, for my alpurinol, which is for my liver and my gout and things like that. When I had gone originally to the doctor's, I take 100 milligrams, two tablets of 100 milligrams once a day, two tablets in the morning. So she thought it would be easier just to put 200. So she put 200 milligrams in, and my insurance won't cover it. If I do 100 milligrams, 2 tablets a day, they'll pay it, and it's 17 cents for my copay. But if they give me 1 tablet of 200 milligrams, it's $375 is my copay. So obviously, I'd rather take 2 pills for 17 cents than the one. So I tried to get it switched, and then she messed that order up, and she put 200 tablets. So now instead of $350, it's $700. So, and I was trying to get that all straightened, because at my doctor's office, you can order on the portal. You can renew your prescriptions and stuff like that. You don't have to deal with the office. But because she had the wrong prescription order in my portal, I can't reorder from that. So I called on Tuesday, explained my dilemma. They put it as a high priority, and they were going to let her know between patients. And then nothing happened on Tuesday. So then on Wednesday, I called again, explained the situation, told them I had taken the medication since Saturday, that I really can feel the difference of not taking it. My joints are starting to hurt and ache and things like that. And so they were going to put it as an extra priority. And then yesterday I just got busy with, everything. I dropped my car off to find out about my air conditioning. As you notice, the windows are closed, but I still don't have air. But we'll get into that. So anyway, I did that, and then we had to go pick up Sebastian from basketball camp. And then I had to make all the fixings for the party. And by the time I got everything all done and sitting relaxing, I realized that I didn't call. So I thought. So this morning I called the pharmacy, and no, they still have not got the prescription. So I told Jim, drive me over to the doctor's office, and we're going to talk to her in person. So I go there, and I talk to the nursing staff. She's got a nice nursing staff. And I explained my dilemma, and they assured me that when she was between patients, they were going to talk to her. And so like 3 hours later, I still haven't heard anything. So I was just getting ready to call, and CVS confirmed that they just got the request for my prescription. So my prescription is ready to be picked up now, so I can go pick up my prescription. But then my other battle was with my car, because my air conditioner, I brought it to a friend of Aaron's, and he said he couldn't get, the part no longer was made. And so he suggested there's some kind of a bifold door. I don't know what it's called. But you turn it one way, the heat comes. You turn it the other way, the air comes. Well, he fixed it permanently so that only the air would come out, but my air doesn't come. And so I just thought, well, maybe he just really doesn't know what he's doing. So I called the second, my anniversary, on my anniversary on the 2nd, I called to make an appointment to bring my car into the dealership to have it looked at. And I explained everything that I wanted done with it, and they said fine. They gave me an appointment yesterday at 11 o'clock I got there about 10:45, dropped my car off. The guy that took the car told me that I would get a call within 1 to 3 hours with an estimate on how much it would cost to fix. And nobody called me yesterday, so at 5 o'clock I called them last night and was told that they still hadn't looked at it. And I was like furious because I said, what was the point of making an appointment a week before if you still haven't looked at the car? What was the point of making the appointment? And they, well, things get backed up. There's lots of cars and blah, 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 and all that stuff. So you'll be first thing in the morning. First thing, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, we're going to look at your car. So I said, okay. So then I called at noon, and no, they still have not looked at my car. And I said, and there was something with my tire. And they said they were going to seal it. I said, because I have a slow leak. And I said, you sealed it last time and that didn't work. I want to just repair it. If I need a new rim, let me know. I'll just buy a new rim. And so he looked at it. He said, well, we looked at your tire and we need to seal it. To seal it will cost $150. I said, no, never mind. I have an air compressor at home. I'll just fill it up with my air when I need it, when it's low. I don't need to be worried about that. So I said, don't do that. So he said, okay. So are you not coming out? I guess you're not coming out. So I said, okay, never mind. What about my car with the air conditioning? Well, we're looking at it. You're next in line. And I said, is it going to be done today? Well, I don't even know that we're going to look at it today. Well, then I went into a rant because, I said, I feel bad for you because you're getting my rant because it probably has nothing to do with you, but I have nobody to vent to. I said, it's ridiculous that I made an appointment a week ago, have this done, and you've had my car now for 2 days, and if it doesn't get done today, it means I won't have it for the weekend. And not that I need a car for the weekend, but, I said, this is, excuse my language, this is bullshit. I said, why did I make an appointment? This is ridiculous. Well, we'll bring you next in line, I promise. We'll call you within the hour. That was at noon. And they called me at 3:30. And he said, well, we found the problem. He says, you have enough Freon. Your hoses are cold. There's no leaks anywhere. But there's this little part. This is probably what the guy there, the Aaron's place told me. He says, there's this little part that needs to be done, that we can put that part in. But I'll be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure that's going to solve your problem. That it might lead into something else. But I can tell you that the part that you want to get right now, with the labor and everything, will cost you $1,100. And I said, $1,100? And he says, yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not positive that that's going to solve the issue. He says, you might have other issues going on besides that. And I went, really? And he said, yes. So I said, well, I don't know that I want to be bothered with that then. And so he said, well, I really don't blame you. So I said, well, I'm just going to come and pick up the car. I said, how much do I owe you? He says, you don't owe me anything. And I said, nothing? He says, nothing. And so I said, okay, I'll come in and I'll do that. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize this was so many. I'm at Starbucks. I know I'm realizing why I'm getting Starbucks, but I don't care. I'm still getting Starbucks. So anyway, so I get to the cashier and I had a fraudulent charge on one of my credit. Oh, so then I get up to the cashier and she says it's $180. And I said, no, Todd told me it was nothing. And she said, well, Todd was mistaken. Why are you leaving? What are you doing? Are you parking? Are you leaving? Are you coming back this way or what? I don't know what this guy's doing. This is a one-way and he's turning around. I don't know how he's doing it, but he's turning around and leaving. We'll see. 1 minute, please. I'm here for you. Sorry, I didn't mean to turn you off. I don't know what I was doing. I was thinking I was turning the radio down to make my order. But then when I get to the window, I'm going to have to turn you off anyhow because I pay on my phone. So anyway, I said, well, I was supposed to be free. I wasn't supposed to have to pay anything. And she says, well, it's $180 to charge it and that. So then they called him and he says, oh, I misspoke to her. I forgot to mention that. So then I go to use my one credit card where I had a fraudulent charge on it and I had stopped the card. And we got it all straightened around. They sent me a new card, and this is the first time I'm using the new card. No, the new card still has the don't use alert on it, so I couldn't use that card. But when we were going, Jim says, why don't we just get you a new car? Now, this car is 14 years old, but it only has 84,000 miles on it, which I don't think is bad for 14 years. So I said, no. I was thinking my car was the air conditioning was going to run me $500 or $600. I was going to pay that because I figured it's like a car payment, maybe two, depending on how much you have down. But I'm not $1,100. I thought, no, for the little bit of summer that I drive in the car, I can drive with my windows open. So I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. So I said, no, I don't want to get a new car. I don't want another car payment. And plus, I'm comfortable with this car, my own little clown car. I like my little clown car. I know how it works, and I know what I've replaced on it. I know what's going to, I have a new starter. I have a new battery. I have all new tires. I just did my brakes. And my transmission is good. My air conditioning is not so much. But really, that's the only thing really wrong with this car is the air conditioning. And like I said, I feel bad when people are driving with me, but for the little bit of driving I do, like I'm only 30 minutes any way I go. Although it's supposed to be really hot for the next couple of weeks, so we'll see how that works. But, and then I was trying to help Mary do her Social Security, and she doesn't know her Social Security number, and then she keeps giving me different numbers, and then they finally threw us out. I said, now you got to make an appointment. And I don't want to end up bringing her to that and sitting all day in the Social Security office while she tries to figure that out. And then when we went out to breakfast, I had pancakes and a glass of milk. And then we went over by Christy's house and visited with her for a little while. She gave me another book to read. I was really bummed too. My day started off, I was planning on going sitting outside reading. And I'm thinking, does that rain I hear? And I open up the window and look outside, and it's pouring rain. And I hadn't put any of the covers on my furniture because they weren't predicting rain till Sunday. So I couldn't sit outside because all my furniture was wet. I have like cushioned patio furniture that you have to cover, otherwise it gets drenched. So no sitting outside for me today, unless I put a blanket or something on, put a couple blankets on it and sit out there. I did drag the one chair that I usually sit on into the sun because it's very hot and muggy right now. So maybe that'll dry it out and then I can sit out there later on. I had a little bit of leftovers from yesterday, so I'm just going to have like some sides for my dinner. That's about it, I think. Can't think of anything else. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm wondering to get the half off if I had to order on the app, because I think something was half off today. I think I got to order it on the app. Oh well, money bags here. Throwing money left and right, throwing money all around. But so if you can continue to say prayers for Edie, I appreciate it. Her mother had her surgery and she went through it well. Doug got good results from his scans, so that went well. So but continued prayers for him. And my sister-in-law Barb is going to have some sort of heart surgery. I forget what it's called, T-Rex or TR or something. I gotta go. I'm up to the window next. I had the nicest young lady there. Starbucks said the other day you could get a free reusable straw on just that one day only. And I says, I missed it the other day. I couldn't get in to get the free reusable straw. She said, oh, let me go get you one. She got me a free reusable straw. Isn't that nice of her? I don't know. Some states, I think in California, they outlawed straws. I'm thinking, how come that be? I don't understand why, but... Well, I understand why, because they're kind of like hazardous to the environment. I understand all that. But I was surprised that they did do that. We don't have anything like that. I don't understand, like, I think in New Jersey you're not allowed to use plastic, but the milk still comes in plastic, and they wrap the produce in plastic. I guess it just added plastic. And plus they can't pump their own gas. We don't have any place around here where somebody pumps your gas. Unless you bring somebody along for the ride and they get out of the car and they go pump the gas for you. We got to pump our own gas. You'd think we'd save a little bit more money that way because we're doing somebody else's work, but But gone are the days when they ran out and then they checked your oil and then they always held the little dipstick and said, "You're down a quart." And then you'd get a quart of gas. And they were all in a uniform. Remember that? Even like when the people like the Maytag guy, when he would come, he'd have the uniform on. I don't know. Are those days the best good old days or what? Sometimes I think they were. It was an easier time. It was a more laid back time, that's for sure. You didn't know about things back then as early as kids do now. I think when I had a childhood, I had a childhood. I don't think kids nowadays have a childhood. They grow up too fast, and it's sad. I mean, it's nice that they have a phone, but then it's bad too because then you can like you can get a hold of them at all times. But then again, I don't know. I don't know. Everything's got its good side and bad sides. Especially with the diet and that. Now, what was good for me yesterday was for breakfast I just had a hard-boiled egg, a banana, and a glass of juice. And then for dinner I just had some sides, and Danny barbecued the chicken, which was perfection. It was like perfect. And then I had a slice of cake for Samantha's birthday. And then that was it. That was it. I had some iced tea for my dinner. Enjoyed the celebration, and we sat outside for a long time just talking and laughing and talking politics. Even though we're on different sides of the fence, we can talk intelligently and not get mad, which is not true in all families. But in our family, we all have our own beliefs and respect the other people's beliefs, but we like to share our beliefs and try to impose them on the other person somewhat. But, you know, it's just sad when families can't get along. And my family, we get along so well. It's just, knock on wood, it's going to stay that way because I enjoy my time with my family. It's the best time ever. And like when we get into spirited debates, voices get raised, but not like out of anger. It's just like we're trying to make our point, and you're not seeing my point, like that. But I have fun with it. I really do have fun with it. And so does Jimmy, and so does Samantha and Danny and everybody. We have fun, It's like you can't let simple things like that really, I think in the day-to-day scheme of things, what's going to be is going to be, and you just do the best you can with what you got. So that's what I try to do, the best I can with what I got. I seem to manage. I live a good life. I have no complaints. But that's going to do it. I don't really have any things to babble about. Thought we were done before, but we weren't. I came back on and started rattling on. So let's talk again tomorrow. How's that sound? See you then.